Robert Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
And happy Valentine's Day to you.
Oh.
February 14th.
Were you saying that to
Thank
me
you.
or Jeffy or
No,
who are you saying it to?
those gathered to enjoy the show.
Oh, I
think we
felt
understand
special
that
for a
by now.
moment.
Yeah.
I did too.
Thank you.
888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. It is Friday. We mostly want to have fun today. Mostly frivolous Friday. Couple of things we got to tell you though about pandemics.
And we're off to a
We're off to a
start.
great, fun, and frivolous start, aren't we? Aren't we just? We're already having fun. I mean, that's the way it goes on
pandemic
Frivolous
talk?
Friday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Bat curry continues to fly off the shelves in Indonesian markets. What does it take for you to learn? Stop eating bats. Don't eat rats. Don't eat snakes. If you're in the wilderness and there's not another option anywhere, maybe then you have yourself a delicious snake
I'm starving.
roasted over an open fire.
No, I'm starving to death.
Come on.
Been a good life.
But do we know, the bat curry that's being sold? I mean, do we know the expiration date? Do we know the access codes or anything? I mean, there could still be the good ones.
The good ones. The good bat curry.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to eat the good bat curry, I think, yes. Vendors at the Tamahan Extreme Meat Market say that business is booming and curious tourists keep arriving to check out the exotic meat.
Do they?
Ugh.
Bat seller Stenley Timbuleng boasted at his stall that sales continue. It's always sold out. How weird is that? Why? I mean, how?
'Cause
Why?
It's probably good.
I doubt that. You think bat meat would be good? That sounds delicious.
Hold on.
I don't like a nice juicy bat.
No, hold on.
my
Let's
plate.
reverse engineer this answer. Jeffy, is there anything that you don't think sounds good?
You put that on some mashed potatoes, you're good.
Oh, no.
Local government health agencies have issued calls to take bats and other wildlife out of
That's
circulation.
probably a good idea.
But it's been pretty much ignored.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because what a delicacy. I got a picture of it, too. I won't even show it to you because it's breakfast time. Look at, ugh.
Oh, no. Come on now.
Just a whole bunch of bats laid out on the counter. That's nasty.
Well, that's better than the story that I saw that had the pig heads everywhere. Oh, my gosh.
Bats are traditionally eaten by the Minahasan people in the form of a curry-like dish called paniki. Whole bats are used in the dish, including the head and wings. Well, you don't want it. You don't want it to go to waste.
You know how they say, hey, take some time to understand other cultures and stuff like that and really, open up your world? No,
I don't need to.
Nope. Good. Thanks, though.
Wow.
I bet you they sell that in a bunch of other countries, too. Because remember when we went, I don't know that you were with us. Well, the first time we went to Israel, we went down to the old city, and they were, I have pictures somewhere of all the goat heads and all the animal heads and body parts that they're selling down there, just out in the open. I mean, it's not like
That's nasty.
It's not as good as the curry jars,
Right, yeah.
Coming with bats.
I mean, the thing is, America is just the greatest place on earth, and it's time for everyone else to accept that, okay? Because we don't eat bats and goat heads.
Or snakes. Glands from the armpits and the neck of the bat are first removed to get rid of the smell.
Those, yeah.
Oh, no. The story said the whole bat's
It
used.
did say that.
So which is it?
Well, it's then grilled and torched to get rid of the bat hair.
Yeah.
Before being chopped and cooked in a stew of herbs, spices, and coconut milk.
And mashed potatoes,
Sounds
right?
Well, now
so
you've
good.
just made that dinner bell is really ringing for me
Sounds so
right
good.
now.
But I tell you what, don't show us the picture.
I'm not going to. So,
But just explain to us. We're getting rid of the smelly glands.
well, no, you're not getting rid of them. You're just grilling them first,
Yeah.
and torching them to get the hair off of it. What is wrong with people?
Oh man,
There's just no.
I am so
Don't tell me
hungry
that
now.
all cultures are equal. No, stop it. Shut up. All cultures are equal. I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think so
Well,
either.
they've got what, like 800 billion people in the country? I mean, you got to eat something.
Yeah, something else. Other than that.
Something else. Yeah. So just remember that
Something
if
else.
someone says that our culture is just as great as any other culture in the world, just say we don't eat bats.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Wow.
Oof, I know.
So they're worried that the coronavirus is going to start emptying shelves even here in the U.S. By mid-April, they think this could happen.
Yeah.
Target and Best Buy could be among the first U.S. companies to take a direct hit as concerns grow about disruptions to supply chain networks in China. A lot of people are a little worried because this virus apparently can live on items like that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what I just heard yesterday, that it lives
no.
on things. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's a
talked to
new thing.
I talked to a doc yesterday,
And he said it
on
didn't?
chewing, and he talked about it being, like if you were coughing or you had to, it had to be airborne. You had to be right face to face almost to catch it.
How's it spreading so quickly then? We got people coughing in other people's faces all the time?
Yeah.
Maybe. Although current inventories are strong at most of the nation's big box retailers, analysts from Wells Fargo warn shoppers could start seeing empty store shelves as early as mid-April. We believe the time to start to worry about the supply chain risk is here. Almost 60 million Chinese workers remain quarantined in their homes. Others are staying away from work, afraid of catching the virus at crowded factories. So there have been more than 40,000 confirmed cases of the coronavirus and over 1,000 deaths. Now, it was 40,000 before they found that new 15,000 figure yesterday. So it should be around 55,000.
Somebody sent me this very fun link here.
I think that China is now saying, they want their factories back open. So I mean, they're pushing to get those bad boys back open next week.
Yeah, here we go. We've got total confirmed cases 64,447.
Yeah, that sounds.
There you go.
This is a
more
fun.
like 64,000.
I'm going to tweet this.
Jeez.
I forgot who sent me this, but this is such a great link. Somebody sent this to me, and we've got total confirmed deaths 1,384, total recovered 7,116. So there you go.
If they're telling us the truth, the mortality rate is not that high.
Right.
It's not high at all.
Right. I mean, we lose more to the flu. So
By far.
Yeah.
You think about it, 64,000 infected. So 6,400 would be 10%. So 1,300 is what? 2%? 1%?
18.
It's not much. I'll tell you that.
Whatever this says.
I like the odds of if you get it, you're going to be okay.
And
Eventually. I mean, you're going to go
Right.
through a couple of weeks of feeling miserable.
I like that number, that 7,000 have recovered.
Yeah,
Have made
that's
a full
great.
recovery.
Yep. So there's been a dramatic reduction of activity across China, of course. Operations have been slow to restart following the Lunar New Year holiday. Minnesota-based retailers Target and Best Buy declined to comment on how the outbreak is affecting their business. You would look at Apple with this too and say, what are they going to do? Because isn't virtually everything they do made in China?
Yeah, I mean, the supply chain is broken now. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, the stuff was either in port or on the way, and then there's nothing backing that up.
Right. And Amazon is confirming to Business Insider that it increased orders to build inventory of Chinese-made products. They report that Business Insider reports Amazon reached out to a number of suppliers last week. They're placing orders for several weeks of supplies, and they're giving suppliers an extra 5 days to ship to Amazon warehouses. I mean, that's out of an abundance of caution, of course.
Yeah. Right.
Nothing's wrong.
Right.
Don't even worry about it.
Now, really, if you hopefully that bodes well for manufacturing here in the U.S. Right? If we can, we need to start firing up some manufacturing.
There you go.
Here in the U.S. So that we're getting those products and not counting on China. So maybe the future outlook is better for the U.S. with this supply chain broken.
Yeah, this didn't take long. Just put it on some mashed potatoes, tweeted. Licking elevator buttons might not be helping much.
It might not. Yeah, it might not. We saw that guy in the elevator yesterday. Jeez. What kind of douchebag would do that?
What are you doing?
And again, do you charge him with murder if people die from the disease after they got it from the elevator?
I mean, I certainly would. Why,
he deserves it.
Right? Yes.
It's like he planted a bomb, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, we do have a new vaccine, though, that they came out with that they're saying works. A company, a Pennsylvania company that have scientists in a laboratory in San Diego said we were able to rapidly construct the vaccine in a matter of 3 hours once we had the DNA sequence from the virus available. So they've got a vaccine now that they're getting ready to test, and they're talking about, being able to have this done in 3 months, maybe, so they say 3 months, so we're looking at probably 6 to 7 to have it available because they haven't tested it yet. We don't know if it's if they don't know if it if it's just you take it and you don't get it. What happens if you already have it? There's still questions to be answered, but
there is a vaccine.
But we do have a vaccine. Yes,
that was pretty fast.
In Vios, yes, in Vios, INVIO. So, that's the company, and they just got a bunch of money from some Bill Gates fund too. So we'll have a vaccine soon.
Good.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, that's some good news.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
That can't happen too fast. That's great. Wow.
I'm guessing the people at Envios in San Diego are not eating bat curry.
Probably not.
I'm just throwing it out there.
It's probably not. And it couldn't, happen at a better time. We also have the coronavirus now in San Antonio, which is, 2.5 hours from here?
That's fine. They're bringing it here anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
Here in Nebraska.
Officials from the Centers of Disease Control and the city of San Antonio announced that a novel coronavirus case has been confirmed. The patient was quarantined at a Joint Base San Antonio Lockland, was officially diagnosed with the disease that originated in Wuhan. The risk to the public remains low. Mm-hmm. Of course, they have to say that. Yeah. The patient had a fever, reported on Tuesday morning. Doctors took samples, sent them to the CDC. The results confirmed. Yep, you've got coronavirus. Wonderful.
That has to be a fun day.
The individual is currently isolated and receiving medical care at a hospital. Now, still, nobody in the United States with the disease has died, right? Isn't that still the case? I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it's still the case that nobody in America has died from the disease. Now, an American died in Wuhan.
Right.
But nobody has died here. I wonder if, with the crappy medical care we have here, how is that possible?
And I got to tell you, exactly. And I got to tell you,
are we shipping people to Cuba? Is that what we're doing?
With the announcement of a vaccine and another company actually, fighting to get a vaccine, I want to just go on record as saying I hate the big pharmaceutical companies. Man, do I hate them.
Right.
I want them shut down.
Yeah. All that research and development they do. It's just despicable.
Right?
Yeah, it's despicable. They only create, I think the last I read was 90% of all new drugs are created in the United States of America.
How much hate
I
them. Have for them.
Just hate them. That R&D money is just going to waste. Man.
It's incredible.
It is.
I just can't believe
it. It is. Here's a great example of why capitalism works.
Yes.
They're making money, and they take some of that money and they invest in trying to make things that people need so they can make more money. And it also, by the way, helps people. Huh. Who would have thought? What an incredible concept.
It is a novel concept.
Yeah, it really is. All right. 888-900-3393. Now, there's no vaccine for keeping your hair, but there are 2 FDA-approved hair treatment products that control DHT. And so in 90% of cases, it stops hair loss. And in 65% of men can trigger regrowth, which is awesome.
Nice. I don't
Just
know why
incredible.
you're looking at me, but go ahead and do this.
I'm looking at, you're across from me.
Okay.
And you're going bald.
No doubt about that.
So aren't we all? It's inevitable, really, for men.
Yes.
And so Keeps offers the generic versions of these FDA-approved hair products, which makes them so much more affordable. And we're giving you 50% off just to get you started here. So they're 90% effective at stopping hair loss, 65% regrowth of hair. If you're tired of losing your hair and you want to stop that process and maybe even reverse it, just go to keeps.com/Pat. We'll get you a free online doctor consult and 50% off your first order. Keeps, That's Keeps. Keeps.com/Pat.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
888-933-93. Just another quick fact on coronavirus. They're a little worried in China about freedom of speech, which they don't really have. And they're calling for freedom of speech so that they can maybe do something to head off this disease.
Yeah.
Because if you lie, as they have been doing, all that does is make it worse. It just exacerbates the problem, and you're just going to cost lives.
And this stems back from that doctor who tried to sound the alarm bells in December.
Yeah, and now he's gone.
He's gone, and people are like, hey, you know what? Instead of locking people up who are trying to tell the truth, maybe you could listen to us.
And I'm sure the Chinese government wasn't pissed off at him and didn't inject him with the disease itself. I'm sure that didn't happen.
Or inject him with some sort of lead.
Right, I know that didn't happen.
Yeah, they are. They're trying to petition to get their own kind of First Amendment. So
good luck with that.
But listen, for the last year in Hong Kong, and now the people reacting this way to how the government in China has handled the coronavirus. Who knows? Maybe the greater good in all of this will be served, and maybe who knows that things can change in that country.
Yeah, maybe.
Here's hoping, but I mean, not expecting it.
Doubtful, but maybe.
I mean, the military is a little big there in China and could probably have the final say. But it's just really nice to see the people against these circumstances pushing back like that.
Yeah, and they've got, of course, Hong Kong, where people really understand freedom, obviously. Maybe better than some Americans do, and are willing to fight for it. The only thing that got him off the streets by the millions was this stinking virus.
That's funny how that happened,
isn't it, though?
It is funny how now there's no one in the streets protesting.
Huh.
Weird.
And Senator Tom Cotton said it came from some military laboratory in China.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Now, you wouldn't put that together with
No, I'm just saying it's a slight coincidence.
It is.
Really.
Just another isolated
incident.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, it is.
That's right. All right. 888-933-93. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. We mostly wanted to just screw around today because there's been so much madness. And it'd be nice to kind of do this every Friday. Just a frivolous Friday where you get to have a little bit of fun, get your mind off all the nonsense and the nightmares.
Yeah, get the pandemic talk out of the way the first 15 minutes of the show. And then
exactly.
Let loose.
Then talk about guilty pleasures in songs or movies. Songs that you're embarrassed to like, movies that you're maybe embarrassed to like. Keith brought up, what was it you brought up online the other day?
Yeah, I made a poll because...
Stay by Lisa Loeb.
That's a great song. And I thought, you know what? I wonder if I'm the only one who thinks like this. I posted a poll, and 65% of the people agreed with me that Stay by Lisa Loeb from the 90s is a good song.
I'm among those people. I like Stay by Lisa Loeb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
that's a good 65 to 34 points, 65.3 to 34.7. It was a good song, according to the people online.
2-1.
And the others, I guarantee, if it comes on, they're not turning it.
That reminds me of...
They're not turning it.
We
They
should
are
play
staying. You're listening to, man, I don't like this song. Stay.
Exactly. That's like the Tommy Boy clip from the movie. You want to play that? That's what you just described effectively.
Yeah.
It's a great scene from Tommy Boy about Superstar from the Carpenters. So good.
Hey, good tune, man. I don't think so. Yeah, here we go.
I miss Chris Farley. Oh.
This song sucks. Talk about lame.
Totally. Right?
You can change it if you want.
I don't care. It's up to you.
I can live with it if you can.
Suit yourself.
Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? Said you'd be coming back this way again, baby. Baby, 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 oh baby. I love you.
Such a great movie.
I really do.
Then the hood flies off.
That's
funny.
Such a great movie.
Superstar by the Carpenters. It's just a good song.
Yes, sir.
You're not turning that down. You know.
You're hoping the other guy does.
You're not doing it.
I'm not hoping he does because
I want to hear it.
I want to hear it.
You don't want to be the one. Yep.
That's a good song.
Stuff.
888-900-3393. I've always said, and they've even mocked it in commercials on the NFL. But one of my guilty pleasures from the 70s is "Lovin' You" by Minnie
Riperton.
I love the Minnie Riperton song.
You're not turning it off.
I'm not.
You're not turning it off. I'm sorry. You just don't.
No, it's sad that we lost her. Just a few years after that classic song, we lost her. But that one,
I knew that was going to be yours.
Yeah.
You've been listening to that. I remember in Houston, you would play that, and I thought you were just kidding around or whatever.
No, I liked it.
But it was like on repeat a few times, and just I'd look over my shoulder
and
in your office, like.
You like it too?
No, he's.
Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, you have to. Now, I don't necessarily have it on a playlist.
Yeah.
But if it shows up, I'm listening to it. Absolutely, 100%.
Where's it going to show up though? Nobody plays that anymore. Nobody plays that.
Yeah, but if I play the Carpenters song, let's say I put a Carpenters on playlist.
Yeah, it might show up on a
Minnie shows up like possible next play.
That one and "Midnight at the Oasis" by Maria Muldaur.
Classic.
That's an awesome song.
Classic. That is a classic. That showed up. That used to show up on Art Bell used to play that from time to time.
Did he?
Yeah. That would be a rejoin on Art ever so often.
Good stuff.
Let's see. Yeah, you had some listeners chime in. I'm trying to find some of these great tweets. Since I posted this up, I told them we were going to talk about this.
You could also get in touch with us at 888-900-3393. Let us know yours.
Yeah, let's see here. Let's see.
And I don't feel guilty about them. They call them guilty pleasures, but I'm not guilty.
Well, that's because you have no shame.
That's
so
probably what it is.
Obviously you're not going to feel guilty.
Ice Baby, Vanilla Ice was thrown out there. You like Ice Baby?
No, I don't.
Okay. I'm too sexy. Right, said Fred.
Yeah, that's not a favorite of mine.
No, it's not.
No, but I mean, if it shows up, you're listening to it.
No.
Hey,
I'm going to turn the channel on.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yes, I
You
am.
can say
Right,
you're
said
not, but
Fred?
you're not. You're going
I'm
to be
absolutely
listening
turning
to
the channel on that.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Manic Monday.
No, I'm not turning the channel with that. Manic Monday by the Bengals? Why would you be guilty about that?
That's a good one. Let's see here. Straight Up by Paul Abdul. Derek Fox. He's like, Derek Fox tweeted out at Pat Unleashed, I'm going to regret this, but I won't change the channel if Straight Up by Paul Abdul comes on. Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen. That's from Jeffy's Sagging Cankles. Let's see.
Are your cankles sagging?
No,
that's not happening.
Oh, Retro Whiskey. That's a good one.
When I play Hillary, they are.
Tub thumping.
Oh, that
Chumbawamba?
no, I can't stand that one.
Oh, you get knocked down, and you get back up again.
That is obnoxious.
Never gonna keep Pat down.
No, I don't like it.
He gets knocked down.
I'm not listening to Chumbawamba.
Baby One More Time by Britney Spears. I'm not going.
Oh yeah. Come on.
Carrie 3022. No, I'm not gonna go there. Let's see. Just scrolling through those. Anyway, a lot of fun
What
stuff.
are you not going to go to?
What?
Britney?
Hit Me Baby. Yeah, one more time.
I love Britney.
That's one of Stu's
I love Britney.
artists.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Britney.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you're a fan of the way she looked.
I'm a fan of Britney.
Are you a fan of her music?
I'm a fan of the way she looks. I mean, not that I follow her on Instagram, but
I bet you do, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you do.
100%.
Oh, I love this. I mean, you can't touch this.
Can't touch
MC
this?
Hammer. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep.
Good one.
And it's kind of back in vogue because he's in all these commercials now, and he doesn't take himself too seriously.
Yes. Well, he needs the money, right?
Yes.
I mean, we're going to make fun of you, but we'll give you a bunch of cash. Okay.
Yeah. He does. He probably does need the money. All right. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter with your guilty pleasures. John Kelly speaking out now pretty much against the president. Did you know? I mean, you knew this was going to happen.
Yes.
Right? You knew that eventually, because, I don't know, there always seemed to be something about him where you thought, hey, he's not really on board.
No, he is not.
I don't think he's really on board. I mean, first of all, he's got resting bastard face. So he always looks pissed.
Yes, he does.
And secondly, I don't know. He just gives off an air of,
I bet you Trump
I'm not
hated
about any
that
of this.
too.
I bet he did.
I bet he just hated the
He did.
RBF.
So what he said was Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman just doing his job. He's just doing it. He did exactly what he was supposed to do.
Okay.
He heard something that he was troubled with, and he went and told the supervisor.
And good for him.
Yeah.
And good for him. Congratulations to him. And guess what? President Trump is doing exactly what he gets to do as his boss. Mm-hmm. Either continue employment or not.
Also, Kelly said that Vindman is blameless and was simply following the training he received. He also said, this drives me out of my mind. So Kelly also says, and migrants are overwhelmingly good people, and they're not all rapists. No, come on. Everybody,
even from him?
That's just pandering. It's just pandering bullcrap.
It's pandering. He
He knows full well that Donald Trump wasn't actually accusing all Mexicans of being rapists. We all don't. Every person alive knows that, right? They use it all the time, but you know that's not what he was saying. He was saying that we don't know who's coming across the border, that some of them are a definite problem, that some of them are rapists, some of them have raped people on the way here. Now, most of them, is the majority, are the majority good people? Yes, probably, except that they're breaking our law.
That's it, though.
Yeah, and then they continue to break laws, either they're doing identity theft or tax evasion or whatever, and so their crimes continue and mount. Then he further said Trump's decision to condition military aid to Ukraine on an investigation into his political rival Joe Biden upended long-standing U.S. policy. I mean, this is just ridiculous stuff from John Kelly.
Yes.
It should be beneath him.
But no.
I mean, everybody who's read that transcript knows it's not a perfect call, but neither is it a call that you should be impeached over. Neither is it something unusual that no U.S. president has ever done. That's bullcrap.
Did we listen to a different call?
Yeah,
you and I
must have.
Because the transcript I saw was a perfect call.
Was it perfect? Okay.
I don't know.
No problem.
I'm not
No problem
sure
at all.
What one you looked at or heard, but what I
But it was
heard
absolutely
was
perfect.
one of the best calls ever.
Yeah, it was a beautiful call. It was a perfect call. So, okay.
I mean, now we're just going to jump on. Well, let's just jump,
asinine.
Right.
And what do you want to bet? There's a book to follow.
You think?
Everybody's making money off of this thing. Everybody is trying to ingratiate themselves with somebody over this.
They all want the network money.
Yep.
Be their little correspondent that can come on and do their little talking head shows.
Yep.
And as long as I'm speaking on so many shows, and what I think is so important, I am going to write a book.
Yeah, and
I wasn't going to. I wasn't going to, Pat, but
right, I didn't want to.
I think
owe
it's
it to
best
the
for the
American
American people. Yes.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
And it's sad as chief of staff that he's going to stoop now to this, and now we're going to have to put up with this from the Democrats and from the media for another year.
Oh, I know.
Or two.
Or two. I mean, it'll be a lot.
5.
And we have, right? And we have, and W is coming out blasting them. I mean,
he also covered this. John Kelly doesn't believe the press is the enemy of the people. Sharply criticized Vladimir Putin, whom Trump, the article says, has steadfastly courted. Kelly described Putin as someone who is not necessarily a rational actor. I agree with that. I don't think Trump's acted any differently than that. Putin sits atop a society in collapse, yet is intent on restoring the glory days of the Soviet Union. This whole thing is just mind-boggling.
Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby?
Frivolous Friday rolls on.
You said you'd be coming back this way
again, baby. I love you.
All right, 888-933-93 with yours or at Pat Unleashed on Twitter.
I would
Blaze Radio Network.
I'm just looking at this list right now about some of the biggest sappy songs from the 70s. And it is a faulty list. Let me give you number 5. Number 5 on their list, Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's the way of the world. That is not a sappy song. How could you?
And Maurice White from Earth, Wind, and Fire. I mean, those guys were great.
Philip Bailey? I mean, that's one of my favorite bands of all time. Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yes.
I love them. And number 4, they've got Dan Fogelberg's Same Old Lang Syne.
I love that song.
Love that song.
I thank you.
Met my old lover in a grocery store. The snow was falling Christmas Eve. Stole it behind her in the frozen foods, and I touched her on the sleeve. Brilliant. Brilliant. Actually happened, too. It actually happened to Dan Fogelberg. You know that story? He would never say who the woman was his entire life. He's gone now.
Yeah, we lost him.
But he wouldn't reveal her identity because she was married, obviously, as he says in the song. And he told some facts in the song that she had related to him, like she didn't love him, but he kept her warm and safe and dry. You know that part? So he refused to say who it was. And then after he died and she got divorced, she revealed herself and tells a lot about it and how it really did happen. Pretty much the way he describes. It's kind of cool. Number 3, sappy song, Bob Welch, Sentimental Lady. Sorry.
Oh, another
I love
great
that one.
song.
I love that one too. Knowing Me, Knowing You by ABBA. Okay, you might be.
I don't know.
You might be
That's
into
one of the-
sappiness there.
I know, but you're still listening.
Knowing Me, Knowing You. Uh-huh. Powerful. And then, this is just sacrilegious to call this song sappy. I'm Not in Love by 10cc. That's a brilliant.
Oh my gosh!
It's one of the great songs of all time.
Right?
I love 10cc.
I haven't had to look at some 70s songs list now, but I mean, there's plenty of songs during the 70s that are just
Blind Man in the Bleachers. You ever heard of that one? David, what was his name? David Geddes, was it?
That might be.
It's a song about his dad was blind and he played on the football team and never got in the game.
Never got in the game.
And then his dad died. Okay, and
Oh, no.
I just got
goosebumps.
goosebumps.
Yeah, and the coach came to him that night. He said, "I'm going to put you in. Are you okay to go in?" He's like, "Yes, coach, send me in."
Kenny
and he
Starr.
had the game of his life.
Kenny Starr.
It's Kenny Starr. It's not David Geddes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I found.
Kenny Starr. That doesn't sound right.
No, it doesn't.
The Blind Man in the Bleachers, 1976.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it. Yeah. Huh.
But that's sad.
Kenny Starr.
No,
Yeah,
it's a happy song.
And the reason he played so well was because it was the first time his dad saw
got to
him
see
play.
him. It's a happy song. What are you talking about?
I love that payoff.
It's a brilliant
Right,
playoff.
yeah.
Payoff. Yeah, that's what it does say. Kenny Starr. Huh? That does not sound familiar. No, okay. Blind Man in the Bleacher. Oh, how about Seasons in the Sun? Talk about sappy.
Oh man.
All the death songs of the 70s.
Yeah.
Right.
Super sappy and really embarrassing.
Wow, that was a dark time, the 70s, you know? Between Watergate and Jimmy Carter. I mean, what do you want to write about? I don't know. Everything sucks, so let's write another song about death.
And then you go home to your orange carpeting, and you're like,
Right.
okay, I've got nowhere to go here.
Another class. I know
nowhere to go.
I'm sure you probably. I'm sure you're going to hate this song. What? Chevy Van.
Chevy Van.
Oh,
no, I
man.
love that song.
Come on now.
I love that song. Good stuff. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter, where we've got Poppycock saying, Pumpkin, it's cute how you guys believe the numbers China releases.
Right.
Actually, I don't. I don't think we are believing them.
No.
We're not entirely believing them.
No.
The DNC's lava lamp of perpetual outrage. Today, the Democrats awake with constitutional outrage unlike anything ever seen before. They haven't seen anything so bad since yesterday and will not see anything so egregious until tomorrow.
Yeah. Boy, that's a fact.
It sure is. Rodney in Virginia tweets, what? Big Pharma uses their money to develop new life-saving drugs? Inconceivable!
Hate them.
DMXDM, I bet Jeffy knows all the NSYNC dance moves.
Oh.
Yeah, you want to show us a few?
Demonstrate? We got plenty of room here in the studio.
There's no room in the studio.
Oh, there's plenty of room.
From Kentucky Pathead. Come on, guys. Relax by Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Gayest song on the radio, but definitely not going to turn it off.
Right, you're not. You're not. I was just trying to think of some songs, too, that you're not turning off, like, and girls just want to have fun. Mm-hmm. You're not turning it off.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
you're turning
I'm
it
turning
up.
that one off.
You're turning it up.
Now,
You know you are.
time after time, I'm not turning off by Cyndi Lauper.
Right.
But I'm not a big girls just want to have fun fan. Frankie Goes to Hollywood, though, while that is it's a catchy song, and you probably wouldn't turn it off. When you listen, it was on the radio, I don't know, a month or two ago, and I thought, how was this song ever played
In the 80s,
on
right?
the radio?
Good night.
Especially in the 80s.
Yeah.
It is the filthiest song I think it's ever been played on broadcast radio. It's start to finish. It's about one thing, and it's wow. I mean, it's amazing that escaped the censor of I don't know, good taste. How did you play that on the radio? And we did all the time. I don't know anybody who banned it.
No.
Amazing.
No.
Amazing. 888-900-3393. Also have this from Shore Girl M. Saw this math problem show up in her child's homework.
Uh-huh.
Is this real? She really did?
Yeah, look at this.
18 big spoons.
Nice.
18 big spoons and 31 small spoons. So you got 10 plus 8 and 30 plus 1.
Yeah, I don't know.
How many spoons?
Can I use a calculator?
Is this Common Core?
I guess so.
18 plus 31. You get your carry the 1, bring down the 2. You got your 30 spoons.
Oh yeah, I want to. Do we have Jeffy trying to figure out math?
Yeah, the Jeffy math problem.
Martin, let's play
So if
that
we
out.
put the 18-minute together along with the
good.
7-minute together, you got 22 minutes. You sell it with 8 minutes of ads, you got 30 minutes. You got 30 minutes.
No. One more time. I want to do the math on this. We'll play it one more time.
We've already done the math on this.
Hold on.
That's perfect.
One more
So
time.
if we put the 18-minute together along with the
18.
7-minute together, you got 22 minutes. You sell it with 8 minutes of ads, you got 30 minutes.
No, it's 33.
I mean, that's a perfect right there.
That was perfect. That was
Perfect
quintessential Jeffy.
Perfect math.
Quintessential Jeffy right there. All right. Hey, have you seen we've heard, I think we've talked about it a couple of times on the air, the locust plague in Africa right now. Starting at Kenya and now it's spreading to other countries.
It's in Somalia, right? I mean, they're bad.
Yeah, it's really bad. I mean, billions of locusts, and sometimes they travel up to 75 miles in a day.
Some of the
day.
Some of the footage I saw was incredible.
And they gobble down
everything.
Yeah.
Every food.
I saw something they eat the equivalent of like 35,000 people a day.
God, that's
These
amazing.
swarms.
So somebody's driving down a roadway. I think this is in Kenya.
It's just outside Dallas.
I hope not.
Look at this.
And look at this. And look at the swarm. You just see a cloud coming toward them.
And splatter on the windshield.
And yeah, there's a couple of it hit the
I mean,
windshield.
your engine will be lucky to continue to run.
I know.
It gets,
yeah.
No kidding.
Yes. Well, look at that swarm of locusts, and that's not even the biggest one. But that would freak me out a little bit if you're driving down the highway and you're seeing that.
Oh.
Now this, of course, this is caused by climate change.
Of course, yeah.
Of course it is.
Although it happens every year, it's just this is a bigger swarm.
It's a bigger
than
one
normal.
because of the rain, I think, right? Isn't that what they're saying? They had some rain that blew them, and some storms that blew in the locusts from elsewhere.
And they're just destroying. I mean, was it worse than 70 years? In some
it
of these
could
places?
cause a famine like we haven't seen in Africa, and we've seen some pretty bad famine.
Yeah, we have.
That video footage reminds me of about 4 months ago. My oldest daughter and I were driving through Louisiana, and we were in this one stretch for about 30 miles where it was just thick with mosquitoes, and just the windshield in the car, it was just ting, 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 these big mosquitoes. Oh,
Ew.
so nasty. It was an experience. Mm-hmm.
And then it's, you got all that mess on your windshield.
And
if you use your wipers and it just smears them all over the place.
That was a fun drive.
Yeah, that's
And it
not
was
good.
a couple of trips to the car wash.
You didn't
afterward,
scrape them off and make a little mosquito curry?
No, because America's better than the rest of the world. That's why I did not.
Think of that. You got these mosquitoes that are eaten by the bats so the mosquitoes themselves have malaria, then the bats eat the mosquitoes. Right. that kind of leads you to believe maybe you don't want to eat the bat meat.
Now,
Look what they fed on.
the bat's already killed
Wow.
it.
Xenophobia coming to the surface from Pat. Okay.
Again, saying that maybe not all cultures are equal. I'm going to go out on that limb a second time
I
in
know. I was
one
going to say
day.
you've already said that.
I have.
I'm right there
you're
with you.
pushing,
I have.
You're pushing the limits.
I'm willing to push that limit. I'm willing to die on that field.
Really?
Yes, that our culture is superior to that.
Okay.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yes. Call me nationalist. Call me jingoist.
Okay, Mr. America First.
So I can't interest you into some bat soup this morning.
Probably not.
Could
no.
I interest you in some big gay ice cream from Monique up in New York, who sent it to us?
Absolutely.
Maybe we
You had me at ice cream.
go ahead and
Yeah.
get that out of the freezer here
You had
shortly.
me at big gay, to be honest. But
Frankie? I mean, we have the supplies here. We already have the bowls, the spoons, and the napkins.
Okay, so
we'll
who sent
partake.
us this?
Monique.
Monique from
she lives
New
in-
York, apparently.
Yeah, up
Brooklyn.
in, she's the
somewhere?
one that sent us that big box of fun stuff. I say Battaglia, and you said it properly.
Battaglia?
Yeah, Battaglia. Thank you. So that's how you pronounce her last name. And she sent us some big gay ice cream. We're going to
That's
try it.
That is.
Fantastic.
Thank you, Monique. That is
Yes.
awesome. We want to, ever since Mike told us it was the best.
I know. We'll be the judge of that.
It's great.
Awesome.
888-900-3393 and at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Also, we've got this nice list here about the, on Valentine's Day, the best and worst metropolitan areas for dating in 2020.
With,
Best and worst metros for dating.
What are they using for metrics? Tinder, Bumble,
Let's see.
Grindr.
Best dating. Analyzing survey data from over 11,000 single renters across the U.S. Apartment list has determined the best and worst. Apartment list? That's what came up with this list? Okay.
It's just as good as Tinder.
I mean, what kind of research are you looking for on the Pat Gray Unleashed program?
I don't know. I thought it might be something a little better than apartment list.
Well, you thought wrong.
But I was completely wrong.
Yeah.
So that's what I get for thinking.
That's what you get.
Okay, so let's start at number 10, where we've got your neck of the woods originally, Jeffy, Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that by where you grew up?
Yeah, not far.
It's the best 10th best city
Over there
for
on the
dating.
other side of the
10th,
state.
number 10. Somehow the dating satisfaction percentage is 35.71%. Satisfied with their dating in that town.
Okay.
Only 35%, and that's 10th in the country?
Yeah.
Wow, people are pretty much not satisfied with their dating
they're
lives.
not. No. Well, first of all, it's at Grand Rapids.
Now, where did Dallas show up? Weren't we 45th or something? We were well down the list, I think. I forget who told me that, but I don't even
Well,
see
Rob
it
brought
here,
this
but
in. I think
maybe
he
it was
said, was
Rob.
it 50 something? Or Rob, do you remember what Dallas was? It was down there.
Pretty sure it was 45th.
48, he says.
48th, okay.
Well, with the apartment buildings that they're building in my neck of the woods, which isn't technically Dallas, it's probably technically Fort Worth.
Yeah.
That number will go up because there's a ton of apartments being built.
The way they're building apartment buildings here is just like, I mean,
It's
it's unbelievable.
incredible. And
Like we've got an explosion of
Fort Worth is out of control.
multifamily
the
dwellings.
first time that I hear this summer about a water shortage, I'm going to explode. Because if the county and the cities are okaying these apartment complexes where we're putting thousands of people on land that maybe hundreds could live on in houses, and then
Right.
you're going to tell me that there's a water shortage? No.
Well, Fort Worth
Right,
does this
no.
fun little trick that they pull where they build all of their high-density apartment complexes right on the outer edges of their city limits. So
Yeah.
they get the tax base,
Yeah.
but it's all the other towns just beyond them.
Yeah,
that's
that's
your
some-
traffic problem. Oh, that's
That sure is.
your infrastructure problem. Whatever.
I got news
They
for
sure
Fort
do.
Worth. It's caused a problem in Fort Worth as well.
Yes, it has.
It's spilled
Yes, it-
over into Fort Worth.
Yes, it has.
I'd rather drive into Dallas than Fort Worth because Fort Worth is a mess.
You got to know back
It's a
roads,
mess.
man. You got to know back roads.
You know, it's probably like driving around downtown Beirut. I haven't driven downtown Beirut all that much, but I can't imagine it's worse than Fort Worth.
There are some tricks that you can use to get around the traffic in Fort Worth, but I shall not be airing them publicly because I use them.
Yeah, okay. All right. Let's see. Chattanooga, Tennessee is number 9. Number 8, Houston, Texas.
Wow.
36.22% satisfaction.
Still, though, under 40.
Still, yeah. Denver, Colorado, 36.5. Wow. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, number 6. At number 5, Knoxville, Tennessee. Then you got Bridgeport, Connecticut, 4th.
Are we in the 40% range
We're
yet?
not yet. Bridgeport is 39.39.
Okay.
Is that amazing? The first one to eclipse 40% is Raleigh, North Carolina at 42.19%.
Oh, yeah. Raleigh, you think of Raleigh.
I think of the Connells. That's where they're from.
Think of Raleigh, and you think of nothing but dating love.
That's what I think of every
Yeah.
time. Yeah. Just the name Raleigh conjures up.
Yes.
Date love. Valentine's Day.
Apartments.
Bliss.
Oh.
Yeah. Richmond, Virginia at 44.23 is number 2. Checking in at number 1. Provo, Utah at 47.5. Well,
Wow.
I mean, obviously Provo, Utah was invented for dating and getting married. It was invented for that sole purpose. That's the only function it serves, is to get people hooked up and married.
And still, they don't even hit 50%.
Right?
Right there at 47.
Right there at 47.5%.
Wow.
Only
People
the,
are
only the best stats from
dissatisfied.
apartment.
Only the best.
Finder
From
or whatever it was.
apartmentlist.com or whatever they are.
Fantastic.
And of course, the only other purpose for Provo, Utah, is that it's home to BYU football and BYU sports. And Cosmo the Cougar, who did this last week.
Oh, this is great.
You got to see this. If you haven't seen this yet, this is one of the coolest mascot
somebody
things.
Pat had sent me this saying, "Hey, an animal video Pat will like."
Yeah, and it is. Watch this.
This
Okay.
is great.
Okay, so Cosmo the Cougar is flung into the air by 5 guys from the BYU dunk team.
3-point line.
From the 3-point line. It's like 22
They
and a
almost-
half feet.
They almost
Watch this.
threw him in.
Look at that. And
so he
then
throws in the
he gets
ball.
an alley-oop for the ball and dunks
I mean, he could have gone
from
in.
the 3-point line. Yeah, he could have.
That would have been.
Yes,
And he
could've.
managed to keep his mascot head on too.
The strength of those 5 guys to throw him that far,
Yeah.
I think is incredible.
What if they launched him at the perfect angle and then the alley oop guy just flubbed the throw and it just launches it over his head? Oh, my bad. You want to try that again? That was awesome.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, a pretty cool stunt.
I mean, it's impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as impressive as University of Nebraska with Lil Red hopping around at the basketball games. I mean, can your mascot...
Which one is the
Lil
big
Red,
fat?
yeah, he's the guy on the left, the inflatable one. And so what's happening
Okay.
right now? See, Lil Red is now
dancing on his head. Okay, yeah, that's
so that's
actually funny.
obviously
great.
it's obviously a much bigger accomplishment than
That's not.
Now, there's nobody inside that.
not a
Is
real
there?
absolutely
human.
there is. Yeah, and the
No.
person inside actually he's
No.
standing up right now.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
you see what I mean? It's
Right.
an inflatable suit.
Obviously.
And
okay.
so that's why he had to lay down to do this. But I tell you what, the saddest things I ever saw was actually at a University of Nebraska softball game once, and Lil Red was there hanging out. And these mean little kids went up and opened up the back of it, and the whole thing deflated. And you see this poor guy with this droopy suit hanging off of him, running to a dugout trying to change.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to see the person
And
inside.
that's really
no.
It destroys
Don't be
the
mean to
whole
Lil Red,
illusion,
right?
Yeah.
Because we all believe that there's an actual, person. there.
Absolutely.
And then to see that there's really just a human inside of it
Inside
is
a
like,
suit.
oh, it's so deflating. I get it deflating because
That's awesome. That's like a
Deflated.
twofer there.
yeah, it was.
It's a frivolous Friday pun right there if I've ever heard one.
Actually, Cosmo is never. They don't ever divulge the identity of the person.
No, there's most of the mascots try to keep that
Yeah.
pretty under wraps.
Yeah,
man. That's
they
a big
never
deal.
talk, and you can't.
That's a big deal.
You can't say who it is, and if you're like Cosmo's roommate, you're sworn to secrecy under penalty of death. There's an actual Mormon
Yeah.
squad that comes over and kills you in your sleep
Kills you dead.
if you release his identity.
I don't doubt it. We've heard about the
Yeah.
Mormon mafia,
Right?
Yeah,
right? You don't want to mess with them.
You don't want none of that.
Don't want none of that.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
And Valentine's Day.
What's the other one?
888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter, where we've got some tweets here. Nations Under tweets, if Friends in Low Places comes on, I hold my beer and stop everything to sing it.
Have to.
Even if my hand is actually empty and I'm in the doctor's office.
Yeah, you have to.
I don't know that song. Is that country, right?
Garth Brooks, man. Friends in Low
you know
Places.
it. Do
What
not
are you
know
talking
country.
about? You don't
I
know Garth
got
Brooks.
I don't listen to country. I don't listen to country.
Places
Where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues
Hold on a
away.
sec. I'm going to get me a beer.
You've just shown everybody why I don't listen to
Country music is
I'll
tremendous.
so
okay.
fast.
Stop.
Swank Think tweets, if we're going to have Frivolous Friday, we should start No Malarkey Monday. Matchbox car matches. That came from a misunderstanding a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so some guy's dad had a matchbook collection, and then
And
when
I said it right, and then I thought it was match.
and then I got
box.
ripped to shreds
Yeah.
for saying.
I don't know about ripped to shreds.
Anyhow, so
Is something
that's what
wrong
that
with
is.
Keith Malinak?
Yes.
I never thought I'd hear him say there's plenty of room for Jeffy to do anything, especially dancing.
Get out
Might
here and
need your
dance.
eyes checked.
Definitely.
Okay.
Why? There's plenty of room.
Plenty of
I
room.
wanted to-
I mean, it looks that way, but
I don't know.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, we're talking about the space that you
Why don't you get out here and show us, and let's see if there is enough room.
Gigantic.
We're not going to know until you get out here and attempt it.
You know, when you get stuck between the moon and New York City, you know you're Jeffy. So,
Is that the original song?
it is.
Well, that was
I don't
when
recall
you get caught between the new moon
No, I
and New
understood-
York City, you're Jeffy.
I understood the
B-side
lyrics.
version.
The person that you are is Jeffy. You know that song, right? Christopher Cross.
I
It's
do.
good stuff.
I do. I don't
Speaking
remember
of
him
guilty
saying
pleasures,
those words. Though.
yeah, it's there.
Okay.
There, you have to revisit it. Yep. Viral lint economist Milton Keynes. Of course, people in America aren't satisfied with dating in America. Women are taught to hate men. Men are taught they have to date other men that identify as women. Both are taught they live in the worst nation on earth, bar none. Really good points.
So
all
confusing.
really good points. I mean, what a sad state of affairs. That really is. It really is true.
It is.
It's agonizing.
Oh.
All right, you may have noticed there's some ice cream
Yeah.
on our decks, on our desks.
Dex.
One of them is birthday cake.
Oh.
They spelled birthday with an F. That
What?
seems. I don't know. Can you do that? That's
You can if you're big gay.
Yeah.
if you're
big-
big
if
gay
you're
ice
big,
cream, you
yeah.
can get away with it.
Big gay ice
Seriously.
Yeah.
Right? If you're Bluebell ice cream, you can't get away with that.
No way. Bluebell isn't going to have blueberry gobbler.
Wow. No, they're not. Well, they are, but it's not going to mean the same thing.
Frivolous Friday, everybody.
Yellow cake batter ice cream with crunchy colored sprinkles and gobs of chocolate frosting swirl. Okay, so that's what this is. Let's remind you of where this big gay ice cream came from. It came from a commercial for President of the United States.
Where's my ice cream?
By Mike
Where's
Bloomberg.
my ice cream?
Big gay ice cream is the best.
I mean, weird is that?
Really weird.
Okay, so we were wondering how good big gay ice cream was. And Monique was nice enough to send us
That was so great.
bunch of it. This must have cost a fortune to mail out.
And she does a nice card.
That's really nice. Thank you, Monique. This is really cool. So we're going to try this big gay ice cream.
All right, I'm a fan.
Enclosed, please find
Big gay ice cream.
some Tesla test.
No.
It can't be.
Taste test.
Taste test. Okay. Jeffy is allowed 1 spoon, maybe 2.
Oh, thank you.
I've included spoons. 18, so Jeffy doesn't
Oh, that's so nice.
cheat.
Oh, 18 spoons.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
That's
Okay,
cute.
so we've got this big gay ice cream anyway. We have birthday cake. We have Dorothy. Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Dorothy because I guess that's a gay thing, and blueberry gobbler because I guess that's a gay thing as well.
Dorothy
So-
the unicorn, I guess.
Okay, so have you've already dug in?
No, I have not.
That is so Jeffy.
I have not.
Hey, where's my ice cream? It's in Jeffy's belly.
What did you think? Which one are you sampling
This is
right
vanilla.
now?
Vanilla ice cream with vanilla wafer cookies and thick swirls of dulce de leche.
It's dulce de leche.
That's dulce de leche. That's how you say it.
Hey, Jeffy, here. I don't think you have any birthday cake, so.
No, I don't have any birthday cake.
There you go. Birthday cake right there.
Okay, nice. No, not bad.
Not bad?
I'm not sure.
Is it as good as, say, Bluebell? There's no way, right?
I have a feeling you're going to say no to that.
You think so?
Yeah, because I think I'm there.
All right.
But I will say this: that if Big Gay Ice Cream
I mean, it's ice cream.
would like to advertise on Chewing the Fat, a podcast which you can subscribe to
You'd
for free.
happily take their money.
Big Gay Ice Cream is the best ice cream on the planet. There's no ice cream better than Big Gay Ice Cream.
Well, there are only, from what I understand, there's 3 locations, right, in Manhattan. There's 3 locations in the country, and so
I believe that.
It's not very readily available.
Which is why they should advertise on Chewing the Fat, a
Right,
podcast
sure,
which you can subscribe to for free.
All right, I just tried the Dorothy, and the Dorothy is vanilla ice cream with vanilla wafer cookies and thick swirls of dulce de leche.
Dulce de leche, that's what I said.
It's pretty good. It's not bad.
That's just good radio.
That is good. All right.
Eating that up.
Hey, where's my Big Gay Ice Cream? Where's my ice cream?
Hey, I want you guys to see this video of this fish, okay, while you're chomping down ice
Well,
cream.
I'm just getting ready to try Blueberry Gobbler.
Hold on. No. You try that. But I want you to watch this. Do we have the fish that can walk? Look at this guy.
I bet you Blueberry Gobbler.
Look at this. Look at this fish.
Oh, yeah, walking fish.
But see, he doesn't move, so I have a theory. So people are like, oh, look, the fish are evolving because of climate change, and they can walk now. I'm thinking this guy...
He's not walking.
No, exactly. He's not moving. I think he jumped out of the water.
And he got stuck.
And it's like his tongue is stuck on a cold pole, right?
Yes, that's what it looks like.
That's what it's like. His little fins. They need to be helping that fish.
It's exactly what it looks like. He just jumped out of the water and got stuck on the ice.
He's like,
Blueberry Gobbler
this is awkward, right?
is pretty freaking good.
Is it? Yeah. Read the description. What's in it?
Vanilla ice cream with blueberries, pie crust pieces, and blueberry balsamic swirls. Pretty good. Yeah, it is.
All right, well.
I love Big Gay Ice Cream.
They should serve this on planes, and maybe people would stop punching the back of seats. that are in front of them.
Who do you side with?
This.
Watch this video and then tell us who you side with in this little event on a plane. And we can all relate to it because we've all been in probably both of these situations where you've leaned back in somebody's face and you're an inch from their face. I hate that. I hate that.
Okay.
And it pisses me off when somebody does that. I think it's really discourteous. And then the guy starts punching the back of her chair because, well, it's an inch from his face.
Did he ask her first? Hey, do you mind, leaning up?
Yeah, I don't.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
And that would be nice. And plus,
we've lost the ability to communicate.
Yeah,
And this is how we communicate.
There's a couple of things to take from this as I'm watching it. Like your first thought is to turn around and if you're the lady and say, "Dude, what are you doing?" If you believe it. Now we have this out of context, right? I mean, it could be.
No audio here.
Right. I mean, it could be that he's with her.
Yeah, and it could be that they've planned this whole thing to go viral.
And it also could be that, if I'm her and this guy starts doing this to me, once I get past the dude, what are you doing? I might think, it's just a, little chair, that vibrating chair, and I fall asleep. I'm snoring.
No, apparently they don't know each other, and she wanted the airline to do something, and she took it public. So I don't think.
Well, did she call for the flight attendant?
Yeah, and the flight attendant gave the guy a drink, like a cocktail. Oh, it's so crowded back here. Here's your little cocktail, make you happy. No, I think he's just immature.
And
I think she's rude.
And if you're sitting across the aisle from that, I'm saying something.
I have some sympathy for him, though.
I do too.
I mean,
I do too.
Oh my gosh, that's one of my biggest pet peeves, Pat.
But still,
Yeah,
I'm saying something. Right? I'm saying, dude, knock it off. Leave the lady alone.
Maybe you just put your knee into her back. Okay?
Maybe, I don't know, maybe you spend
there.
an extra couple of bucks and upgrade and shut the hell up.
Okay.
Maybe he can't afford to.
See, Jeffy.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe this was the only
Universal
airfare
airline
he could
ticket.
afford.
Well, then still, shut up. Zip it.
But seriously, though, I cannot stand when someone is leaned back and you could.
Yeah.
Do they want a scalp massage? What are they waiting for there? But that's not the way to go about it.
No, it's not.
That guy is obviously just a jerk, as is the lady, and maybe they become friends.
And if my seat can lean back like that, then my seat can lean back like that.
And then,
Sorry.
and see, he's in the last row,
Right,
so
doesn't
his
lean
seat
back. He can't
doesn't
lean back. I know.
lean back.
I know. It's tough.
So he's stuck
He's
right
in
there.
a tough place. I know.
With her head 2 inches from his face.
So he's looking down at his phone, watching a video.
Do you guys actually lean back? Because I refuse to, because I don't want to
I
be
usually
that lady.
don't. Yeah, right. Unless I'm in a seat where there's more room.
Yeah, and there's nobody behind you. Right?
Thank you.
Exactly.
If I'm in a seat where there's more room, then I might lean back. But if I'm back with the cattle, I'm not leaning back.
No, exactly.
And it's super uncomfortable. And see, I usually have to find a seat somewhere in the plane that has a little more room because I have this back issue.
It's a medical issue.
It's a medical
It's
thing.
a medical issue.
Yes.
Right, it
Yes,
is.
it's a
Yes.
medical
You need to bring a pony with you.
We
Right.
understand how difficult it can be.
Right, it can. It can
For
be
those
difficult.
of you that are suffering from medical conditions.
Yes, with ruptured discs in their back. Yes.
No, I understand. I'm saying I
I
understand.
know. You sound very understanding.
I do.
There's no
man.
doubt about it. So,
That's good.
yeah, but if I'm there, I'm not leaning back on that guy. I'm not going to do it because you know they're going to be pissed.
Well, yeah, it's just don't be rude.
Right.
It's
That's
common
not
courtesy.
being rude.
It absolutely is.
Yes, it is.
Those chairs
No,
shouldn't
it's
do that
not.
to begin with.
Yes, it is.
Okay, well then talk to the airlines. But
I
don't
know,
make
exactly.
the chairs do that.
Exactly. That's where the fault lies to begin with. That and those two people are just immature.
But it's just common courtesy, right? That if his can't lean back, and you know they can't, then you don't lean back in his face. Right? That just isn't that common courtesy? Now, for him to just punch the back of her chair repeatedly is not
Yeah,
cool.
I will say
That's not cool.
I will
either.
say that
No.
punch is a little tough. I mean, he's not shaking it or banging it. He's just
no.
that constant.
Can I just say
just that constant little
the big conversation on social media yesterday in news outlets was, is this assault? Is this man assaulting
shut
this
up.
woman?
Oh, shut up.
Oh yeah. There's a TV station.
Assault.
Some TV station posted a poll.
Is this
Is this qualified as assault? Shut up. Give me some
In
big
today's
gay
world,
ice
it
cream.
probably does.
Probably. Yes. I mean,
That's sad.
brother.
That's not assault. I feel for both of them in that situation.
Yeah. I do too.
Really in real life, and I find it difficult to believe that no one actually tried, especially the flight attendants, that tried to say,
Can we resolve
let's
this?
work this out a little bit. A drink doesn't quite solve it.
Yeah.
A few would. Just saying.
A syringe full of, some sleep aid would have solved it.
Right.
Just inject him with something.
Maybe a free
knock
bowl.
him
Now
out.
we're thinking outside the box.
Maybe a
I
free-
kind of like this airline
Right?
now.
Yeah.
Maybe a free bowl of back curry, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. 888
Maybe some big gay ice cream.
I know. That's what I needed after that story.
933. All right. We all know that by now, hopefully, that Verizon, AT&T, they're taking portions of the money that you pay them every month and they're donating them to Planned Parenthood and left-wing causes and left-wing candidates like Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. Well, Patriot Mobile donates to the values you believe in, like right to bear arms, life, religious liberty, and supporting veterans. Plus, it's not just, supporting your values. It's also cheaper than the big guys. They've got plans starting at $25, and they come with unlimited talk, text, and the same reliable nationwide service with no hidden fees that you get from everybody else. Go to patriotmobile.com/Pat. Get free activation when you use the offer code Pat, plus a free gift when you open a new line. Or you could also call their U.S.-based customer service team at 972-PATRIOT. Got to stick together, so join the fight. Join the Patriot Mobile family. PatriotMobile.com/Pat or 972-PATRIOT.
Pat Gray, only on the Blaze Radio Network.
Don't you remember you told me you loved me, baby? You said you'd be coming back this way again, maybe. But wait, you know what? He said maybe. Okay, that's not a promise. That's not a guarantee.
Thank you.
What do you work for apartmentfinders.com
right. I said maybe. I didn't say I was coming back.
So back
Get
off,
over it.
Right.
Move on.
You know what? I hate that song now. It's stupid.
It is stupid.
It's a stupid song.
Yeah.
888-900-3393 and at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. We've also been kicking around this airplane situation. Everybody seems to be talking about online because the woman reclined into the guy's face and he's in the back row and can't recline. And so, I mean, the seat is, what, inches? Literally inches from his face.
It's terrible.
So he keeps pushing on it, punching it. I don't know who I side with there. They're both in the wrong.
You have a bunch of, there's a couple of 8-year-olds.
Yeah.
Is what you have.
Yeah, they're both in the wrong. Charlie in Wisconsin. Hi, you're on the Blaze.
Hey there.
Hey.
First of all, you're sitting on this phone, you're waiting, and you're singing this song, and it's like being in a stuck elevator.
Yes.
Bad music.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now, the guy on the plane.
Yeah.
I see a future of a airplane sequel here. The woman's sitting in the front, just calmly laying back there, and she has a service animal on her other seat, which happens to be an alligator. So the alligator is...
It's an emotional support alligator, though, is what you're saying. Yeah. Okay.
He straightened him out in a hurry.
All right. Thanks, Charlie. Now, yeah, in an airplane sequel, that's a pretty good scenario, actually. You do Airplane 2020, and you do have an emotional support animal next to you, right?
Right.
And you just stick the alligator on the guy, and
it's over.
It's over.
It's done.
Go ahead and keep punching my seat.
Oh, was someone complaining back here? No, we're fine.
888-900-3393. 12 years ago, San Francisco, 12 years ago, became the first city in the U.S. to ban plastic bags. In a controversial
look at the success of that city.
It's spread everywhere. Right?
Look at the success of that. I mean.
And because of San Francisco's success in every way, everybody else is adopting their plan. Because what a good idea that was. So you fast forward to today, and the bans are being celebrated across the country. Now, it's a feel-good law to progressives, of course.
Yeah.
Seemingly improving our environment and our livelihood.
Seemingly?
Seemingly.
Because of San Francisco, have you seen the trash island yet?
The trash island?
The trash island.
Great Pacific Garbage Patch?
Garbage Patch.
I haven't seen it.
That's down to 0 now.
Thanks
to San Francisco.
Because of San Francisco.
Yeah.
Oh, is this an op-ed from Preston Baines that you're reading?
It
here
is.
About plastic? Oh, cool.
Yes, it is.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Here's some facts about plastic bag use, he says.
Cool.
First, research shows that when plastic bags are eliminated, the option of reusing them disappears. What happens? Well, consumers now spend their own hard-earned dollars on buying garbage can liners from the store shelves.
Right.
These liners include different toxic scents and use more plastic to create them, which is harmful to the environment, and it impacts which kind of bags are going to be produced, and so more of the harmful bags
ones are being
produced.
Right.
Second, the environmental cost of producing plastic bags alternatives is immense. According to a recent study from the Green Denmark Ministry of Environment and Food, you got to believe that's
the Ministry of Environment and Food?
I love
yes. Paper and reusable polypropylene bags must be used 45 times, and conventional cotton bags must be used 7,100 times to offset the environmental impact of manufacturing them. Oh my God!
As opposed to one
that's
plastic
an amazing
bag.
number.
Okay, so you have to do 45 times the cotton and 7,100 times.
Yeah. To equal one
plastic bag.
And let's point out that
my gosh.
Yeah, Preston, who wrote this, he wrote in this article, to get this out of the way, I am very environmentally conscious, and I use reusable cloth bags when I go grocery shopping. So he's writing... Right, thank you. Yeah.
Moron.
Did that blow up the rest of the op-ed?
It kind of did.
Oh, shoot. But then he's making these great points.
Wow. And third, get this, the elimination of plastic bags causes a dramatic increase in paper bags. Would you rather continue to have clear-cutting trees or a random plastic bag swirling in the wind?
Thank you.
In addition, paper bags are heavier, 1,000 same-sized paper bags cost approximately 10 times more in diesel fuel to ship than their plastic counterparts. All these unintended consequences of the do-gooders. Isn't that amazing?
7,100 times on the
That's
cloth
crazy.
bags, though.
That's just crazy.
That is.
Yeah, we're posting this at Pat Unleash if you'd like to take a look at this.
Environmental impacts aside, this is also a question of encroaching on the individual. Oh, he even cares about that? Huh. From mom-and-pop stores to large retailers, the cost of using plastic bags is dramatically more on business operations. According to a study from the University of Texas, Michigan Technology University, and the Environmental Protection Agency, the cost of shipping for 1,000 paper bags is approximately 9 times more than plastic. That's unreal.
These are great facts, man.
Aren't they? And have you heard this anywhere? I've never heard this. The actual cost for the bags is 6.6 times more. As you might guess, the companies don't simply absorb the cost increases. These increases will hit you directly, or else companies will cause harm.
No, I mean, corporations,
they just eat it, right?
It doesn't matter to them.
Yeah, they just eat the cost. They don't mind.
Yeah.
We had plenty of money. We'll just eat it. Yeah, that's not what happens.
Huh.
Strange. One could say that plastic bags cause harm to marine life, but so do many other things. Mm-hmm. Are you prepared for the government to ban cans, bottles, and certain coolers, among other products?
They're getting there.
Yeah. Are you prepared for the government to put in place certain limits on miles per gallon? No, no one is. Your response may be, yeah, right. Remember 12 years ago, banning plastic bags was a joke? Think twice before you allow more government encroachment. This is a really good argument.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
from a guy who is an environmentalist.
And we're not going to base laws and policy around an op-ed like this with these awesome facts. We're going to change society and straw usage based on some kid's phone call to
a 9-year-old. A freaking 9-year-old calls a straw company and says, "How many straws a day are thrown away?" I don't know, 500 million. Thank you.
And the world was never the same again. Now, that right there is not an example of a perfect phone call.
No, that was not a perfect phone call.
And you did not just throw that story out.
I did.
You did not just throw that story out.
I threw it right directly into the garbage.
We need that.
I mean, there's no way that we can print that out again, ever.
Is there big gay ice cream on that?
We could not print that out again, ever.
You got some leftover big gay ice cream hanging off of the edge of that, or is it a clean copy?
That's clean.
Oh shoot! I was looking forward to another reason to kill more trees. Print up another copy.
You know, I will say this big gay ice cream is pretty good.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
Now I have vanilla and blueberry. Apparently, I was shorted a birthday cake.
What? Oh, I don't have one either.
I'd like to know why I was shorted a birthday cake.
I don't know. I only have the two as well. Shoot.
I mean,
Wish
I
could
guess.
help you out.
Thanks for sending free ice cream, but what the hell?
So, thank you, Jeffy.
Yeah, that's
perfect.
Thanks, Monique. Thanks for thinking of us.
Yeah,
mostly.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, Monique. I appreciate it. And then I'd like to know too. Did you go to the Big Gay Ice Cream website? Because I mean, are these the only 3 flavors? Because
did you send us every Big Gay Ice Cream flavor?
I don't know. I didn't get everyone. I'll tell you that.
I didn't either. Worst. We can ruin absolutely everything. Yeah, we can absolutely ruin anything and everything.
The worst person I know.
By the way, don't forget, every day the show is posted on the Pat Gray YouTube channel.
Yeah.
YouTube.com/Pat Gray. Go there, subscribe, click the bell icon so you're alerted whenever we post something new there. And today, the debut of episode 2 of Leakages.
Really?
That hits YouTube today, sometime today. 4 Eastern, right?
Yep.
Pat Gray. Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
I am. It's true. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day to you.
Yeah. What do you...
all right. We got these tweets at Pat Unleashed. Don't ban Shan tweets. Hold on. Didn't you guys just do a story about an insect shortage, and today you're saying there's billions of locusts
That's my point.
eating Africa? So should we eat bugs or no? No.
I mean,
I'm going to say no.
The UN pushes bugs
all the time.
all the time.
All the time. And isn't that something in a bug shortage that we apparently have? I love the fact that they included flies in that. Like, anybody's going to mourn the extinction of a fly?
That'll get
a
new group of constituents on board.
Yeah. Yes.
We're saving the flies now? Oh, I'm there. Stop.
From Pat's unprecedented kale recipe, I'm never turning the channel when any of the Footloose songs come on.
Right.
Oh,
I know.
Boy.
I know.
Footloose, holding out for a hero. Let's hear it for the boy dancing in the streets. All guilty pleasures.
Wow.
Yeah, see, that was a time where those songs, we had to play them on the radio all the time, and I hate every one of them.
See, I'm that way.
Because we had to play them thousands of times.
I was that way with the Back to the Future soundtrack. I wore that cassette tape out when I was a kid with... you have Johnny B. Good on there, Earth Angel, you got The Power of Love from Huey Lewis. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff.
Huey Lewis songs, man. There's a guy that was a monster for about a day. And then
It's actually a little longer than that.
I know that. But, I mean, that one time it was
huge.
A Huey Lewis world, man.
Yeah. From J-Dub, how many basketball players would it take to toss Jeffy as far as they toss Cosmo the Cougar?
All right, now see.
25,364.
Yeah, we did the math during the break, and that's the number.
25,364.
But see, that's the
an
problem.
awful lot of people.
No, it's the strength of those men, but there's no way to actually get a handle on you.
They all have to be among the world's strongest men.
Sure.
25,000?
They all have to be winners of the competition, world's strongest man. All 25,000 of them. Now, since there aren't 25,000 winners, it can't be done.
Yeah.
So
the answer is on the screen there on Blaze TV. It's 18 plus a lot.
Plus a lot, yeah.
T. Brady's Gadfly Swatter. I actually prefer you three singing and the bad song compared to yesterday and what the Blaze forced us to listen to yesterday from Seattle. Oh,
that was great, though.
There's a hole in the sky.
There's a hole in the sky
where
the tree once was.
Somebody's making money.
And, of course, nobody can make money. That's wrong. It's wrong for people to make money. And so they were protesting it in Seattle.
Hole in the sky where the tree once was.
Somebody's making money.
Hold on, pause that. I'll pause that. Somebody pointed out on Twitter, look at this. They're using cell phones, paper, all these corporate logos. I mean,
yes.
Look at this.
They handed out paper. The lyrics were on paper handed out to everybody at the meeting. So that they could all join in. How do you think they were all singing it?
I'm sure the paper was recycled.
Sure it was. From a dead tree. From a tree that sacrificed
Well,
itself.
it was the tree they're talking about. It was cut down, and there's a hole in the sky now, and then they turned it into that paper.
The lady singing it is a serious business.
Oh, my gosh.
Instead, they reward the developers' greed and sanction the murderer's
It's like a Disney witch singing a song.
There's a hole in
The sky where the tree once was.
Somebody's making money.
There's a hole in the sky where the tree once was. Somebody's making money.
No!
It's got to be a play or something, right? I mean, it can't be just...
It's either a Disney song, a Broadway musical.
Yeah, it's good. Well, I don't know about Broadway.
I don't
know that
Broadway.
this song actually hit Broadway. But it'll be off Broadway.
But yeah, she's as serious as a heart attack.
She sure is.
She does not want the tree to be murdered. She really doesn't.
She does not.
But it was too late, apparently. We lost it.
We need to send her the plastic bag story.
You know what that means? That tree, with that tree gone, there's only 2,999,999,999,999 trees left.
Or 18 plus a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
18 plus a lot is good math. I like that.
Let's go to Susan in Rhode Island. Susan, you're on the Blaze. Hi.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Valentine's Day.
Right back at you.
Thank you.
Oh, she's not talking to you, man. She's talking to us.
You're talking to Nana Pathead.
Hey, what's going
18 spoons of milk. Here I am.
Nice. Thank you.
I'm calling, first of all, to thank all of you and all the Patheads. As you know, I've been not well the last year and a half or so. And every time I'm sick, I get an outpouring of love, prayers, comments. Everybody's concerned. I want to thank you all. God bless you all for that.
And how are you feeling now? Are you doing okay right now? No, not so much.
I'm kind of in remission, but not really. I still have to be very careful with what I eat. Anything can trigger it.
Yeah.
But other than that, I have a song for you.
Okay.
Nice. You have it in your podcasts.
Really?
Why don't you play Nana Padhead singing Crazy? Why don't you close the show out with that? From Blazers Got Talent a year and a half ago.
Oh wow.
That was
All right.
Oh, yeah. That was a good version, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, we should do Blazers Got
I wouldn't
Talent
attempt
again.
it today, but I will attempt it for you today.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
What are you going to attempt for us today?
There's a hole in the sky where a tree once stood, and everybody's making money.
Not everybody.
No, not everybody.
Just somebody.
No, not everybody.
All right. Thanks, Susan.
No, I put the everybody in.
Okay. Thanks, Susan. Appreciate it. Yeah, we should do that again. Has
Blazers
it been
Got
a year
Talent.
and a half?
Oh,
It was the afternoon. I know it was only an afternoon.
We haven't
it
done
was
that
the
in the morning?
afternoon show.
So it's been
Yeah.
a year and a half since
We have
were
not
on
done
there.
that in the morning show.
Wow.
Gotta do
We'll
that.
have to do that. Madison. Hi, you're on the Blaze. Madison?
Hello?
Hello? Are you
Hello?
there? Yes. Hello. Is this Justin in Madison?
This is.
And they mixed up the two. Okay.
Okay, so it's fine.
They put the name of the city where
Oh, yeah,
your
looks
name
like
should
we have
be.
Mr. Birmingham on hold as well today.
All right,
Okay.
go ahead. Go ahead, Justin.
No, it's been a few days, but I just wanted to agree with Mr. Phoenix from the Oscars about artificial insemination.
Thank
I used
you.
to work at UPS,
Yes.
Do you? Okay.
and I used to. And
Yeah.
one of the reasons why I quit was I got tired of people mishandling the for artificial insemination. And it's really not fun to try and clean up liquid nitrogen and cow
stuff.
semen.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Cow
All right.
stuff.
All right. Thanks, Justin. Yeah, if you're wondering what he's talking about, it's
We feel entitled to artificially inseminate a cow.
right. We
And when
do.
she gives birth, we steal her baby,
No, don't say that. Don't.
even though her cries of anguish are unmistakable.
Yeah, they sound like this. They sound like. Wait, I'm sorry. That's a 3,000-year-old mummy.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
The cries of the mother, whose calf you just stole, sound like.
What about the calf, though? What does the calf sound like? Do we have that?
Like that.
Is there a calf in the room? I can't.
I just happen to have the calf sounds
okay.
handy.
All
yeah.
right, good.
Yeah, just by coincidence. Ted in Birmingham, you're on the Blaze. Hi.
Hey, how
Hey.
you doing?
Doing well.
You guys are hysterical. Just
Thank
keep it up. I'm going to tell you, I might be blind, but I'm not stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But we know Pelosi hates Trump.
Right?
All right? Well, she took his speech and she tore it up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wouldn't we call that hate speech?
Wow.
Oh,
yeah.
thank
Wow.
you. You waiting for a rim
See,
shot?
there we
Nah.
go. There we go.
Wouldn't we call that? Say it.
Say, go ahead. Say one more time. Say the line. If Nancy Pelosi tears up the speech.
That's hate speech.
Thank you. Be here all week. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Ted. Appreciate it. All right. 888-900-3393 and at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Yeah, I guess if you're tearing up
Yeah, I guess
speeches,
so.
you hated it, right?
Right.
So.
All right. Plus, she got knocked down on somebody made that Twitter montage. I don't know if you talked about it this week, but the Twitter montage of her ripping up the speech between all the good things that happened at the State of the Union.
She was upset about that.
And they tried to get that pulled, and Twitter was like, no. It was. Those are real things. Nobody's lying. Have a nice day. Now,
it's misleading, perhaps.
It is a tad misleading, but it was still funny.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got so much ground to make up for all the misleading stuff
I
that's come from
know.
the other side
I
over
know.
the years.
That's for sure. All right. It's got some. We still have some fun, frivolous. Videos to share with you. We've got this squirrel. Is in the house.
Yeah,
there's a squirrel in the house.
Yeah.
Where the hole
tool
used
was
to be.
Somebody's making money.
Somebody's shooting a video. Play this, guys. Let's go.
Play this
We're talking about
in
it, so
the
play.
house where the hole used to be.
My wife is now standing on the counter because she's freaked out and thinks one has somehow gotten in our bathroom, which is physically impossible. Suze, it is literally impossible. No, I'm telling you.
Don't open that door.
I got a stick.
No, you call the exterminator right now.
Watch,
Call
Suze.
Rita Brady.
Watch.
Stop. Rita Brady.
What did I just tell you?
I know it did.
There literally is nothing in here. Literally
He's
nothing.
looking around.
Nothing! Nothing! I'm looking everywhere.
Where did that squirrel come from?
The garbage can.
It was in the garbage
He was
can.
in the garbage can.
And it literally leapt at him.
You don't want to mess with squirrels, man.
Don't mess with them, man.
Don't
No
do it.
joke.
Don't do it.
Wow, they should make a horror movie out of that.
Squirrels. You ever eaten a squirrel?
No.
You ever had squirrel?
No. Many parts are edible.
No,
I
remember,
understand from
we're a superior culture, if you'll recall.
Don't eat squirrels, no.
Really?
Have you eaten a squirrel?
I have had squirrel before. Yeah.
Get out of here.
It's
you have
so
not.
good.
Why would you eat a squirrel?
I've had squirrel. I've had rabbit. You know, just have a little bit of it.
Are you questioning why he would eat fill in the blank?
So ridiculous.
Oh, I love a squirrel.
It's delicious.
I didn't say that.
First of all,
it's not on the weekly menu.
Jeez.
Okay.
All right. So also, animal rescue searching for a home for this obese cat that somebody let get out of control, I guess. This cat needs to lose some weight, so they're looking for a good home
That's
for
a
it.
big boy.
And there it is. Weighs 28 pounds, this cat. 28 pounds. Morbidly obese. Jeffy. So are you relating to this at all, Jeffy?
You need a cat?
You need a cat, dude.
I mean, you know how they say like pets look like their owners and whatnot?
I don't appreciate people making fun.
Of the cat?
That's what I said. Making fun.
There is a family apparently that just that fostered this cat.
Jeffy's spirit
brought him into
animal.
their home. They're committed to getting him healthy. And
sure. Now we're gonna take him for a walk and exercise him.
Oh, cats don't do a walk. I've tried that. Cats do not.
I got news for you.
No.
Walking doesn't help.
Oh, that's right. We actually have a story.
We have an actual study from your people.
From my people?
From your people.
Yeah, it's from
At
BYU.
BYU, yes.
Yeah. A lot of BYU stuff today.
All right, well.
But they have done a study at BYU and found 10,000 steps a day may not actually prevent weight gain.
That's correct. I love how that's worded, too. It may not prevent weight gain.
Yeah.
But they did their study. They had 3 different groups, and different groups were walking 10,000 steps a day, and some walked 15,000 steps, and some even, I think, reached 20,000, if I remember right. I mean, you're doing some serious stepping. I got news for you. I'm not doing 20,000 steps a day. It might come as a surprise.
And you're not
to you.
wasting your time either, because
But
you would have
thank
been
you.
if you
But
had.
the big deal was that this walking helped prevent weight gain. It does not.
They looked at 120 freshman students during their first 6 months of college, split them into 3 groups to investigate whether increasing the number of daily steps above 10,000 would prevent weight gain and fat gain. No matter how many steps the students walked, they still gained weight, even if they were in the 15,000 steps a day group.
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Are you questioning a BYU study, Pat?
Yes.
I mean, it has a lot to
Yes.
do with this is your diet. So if I'm walking 10,000 steps
and
a day,
you're
but I'm
eating
still eating
like a pig.
3 pints of Big Gay ice cream.
Right, that's not going to help.
At 7 a.m. Eastern in the morning, it may be a tad difficult to lose weight or prevent weight gain.
Exercise alone is not always the most effective way to lose weight. If you track steps, it might have a benefit in increasing physical activity, but our study showed it won't translate into maintaining weight or preventing weight gain. One positive finding is that walking more did boost physical activity levels, which may have other emotional or health benefits.
Right, which it absolutely does, right? And that's what they'll say is that
That's fascinating, though, because, I mean, my family is obsessed with the step thing.
I got my 12,000 steps here today.
Yeah, me too. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I didn't count, but I'm pretty sure it was like 40,000 steps I think I took.
From here to the car.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's why
it's a long
so
walk to
that's
the
why
car.
when you're walking, you're taking these little tiny
Little
steps.
teeny steps.
You're trying to trick your
to make
counter.
sure there's
Okay.
Just like, remember how they
40,000
used to
of them.
roll back the odometer on the old cars?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I roll up the odometer on the old step clock, I'll tell you that.
I just need another 2,000 steps today, so let's go take a walk.
Yeah, no. I already got my steps in. I got them in. At
We're already
work.
past it.
Sorry, was I supposed to wait for you?
We work in a really big building, and
We do.
I walk all over.
We do just walk around.
So,
I mean, it's just walk. It's one stage 19. I just walk in circles.
Yeah, it's
hours.
huge, and
Yeah.
we get all kinds of
Oh,
steps
man.
in. It's crazy.
Sure do.
Like so many steps.
So many. Like 18 plus a lot.
A lot
of
Right.
steps.
Plus
Thank
a lot.
you.
And I think it adds up to hundreds of thousands of steps.
It has to.
A day. I think it does.
And you don't want to go home and brag about that. So
No, I don't.
you're not part of that competition or whatever.
right.
Got it.
That's
That's
not
why
my
I took,
thing.
I took the watch off. I took the stepwatch
Right,
off.
because I don't roll like that.
Yeah.
I don't have to prove it to everybody. I don't want to show anybody up. Look, I'm just in it for my physical fitness, and I don't even have to talk about it.
You guys
okay?
go. You guys go, though. I mean, it's important.
Yeah, you
If
go.
it's important to you. You go.
You go.
Yeah.
That's what happens every day. So, pretty committed to it. There's a new pop out. What are these pop things? What are these? Funko Pop.
Funko Pop.
Funko Pops?
The little
The
dolls.
Funko Pop doll.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think somebody
You
might
have these
made
too?
this.
Been around for a while.
Yeah, our kids collect these
My
things.
daughter
She
may
into
have
them?
a couple.
Couple?
I don't remember.
Huh.
Do we have the picture of it?
Yeah, so they made one
Oh,
for the
yes.
GameStop
Oh,
customer,
gosh,
the ma'am.
yes,
Call me
we have
ma'am.
thousands
Somebody
of
made.
these.
Oh, they've got the Funko Pop doll ma'am from GameStop.
Yes.
I don't know if this is a joke or what, but it's hysterical. Look
That's
at that
really
thing.
good. It's really funny.
You remember? Let's play the video. You remember her or him?
Ma'am?
Ma'am?
Yeah.
The
From
ma'am?
GameStop.
Money back. Excuse me, sir. There's a young man in here.
Oh no.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
Oh, okay. Obviously. I should have known that. Obviously.
You need to settle down and mind your business.
Once again, ma'am.
Once again.
No, you said sir. Once again, it's ma'am.
I actually said both of you guys. It was a general.
Right beforehand, you said sir.
I mean, you're acting like such a lady.
Take it outside. If you want to call me sir again, I will show you a sir.
Wait, I thought you were ma'am. How would you show me
How
sir?
can you show him
We're
sir?
going to destroy property.
Yep.
I need your corporate number.
Oh, here we
Because
go.
I'm going to call them and talk about how it's misgendered several times in the store.
She's
I
been
need your corporate
misgendered.
number now.
Wow.
Get it for me now.
Now.
I mean, it's certainly acting like a
Your
ma'am.
corporate number. Well, I'm going to ask you for the fifth time to stop calling me a man. Because quite clearly I am not.
Quite clearly.
Quite clearly. It's obvious. So many
Yes,
women
get it for
act
me
like
now.
this.
Get it for me now. I'm not
I've been
cussing.
challenged to
I'm not
fight by
cussing.
so many women. You can't even imagine.
Point of personal privilege.
Yeah, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Please do not
Okay.
use gendered language to address everyone.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a
It's
good
'cause
idea.
You see what happens
Yeah.
when you use gendered language.
Start misgendering people.
Next thing you know,
At the
corporate's on the
GameStop.
line.
Corporate's on the line.
They don't like this.
Did GameStop? I don't remember. Did they apologize for
No,
that? 'Cause
no,
that is
no, they did
good.
not.
I don't think so.
No, I don't.
Good.
I think they defended the kid behind the counter there.
I mean, they went. He went stomping through the store, throwing things over.
Wait, who did?
Making a mess.
Who went storming through the store?
Ma'am.
Thank you.
Did
Thank you.
clearly the ma'am. I mean, clearly that was a ma'am.
That's so good.
How could you even think, sir?
So good. That used to be a joke.
Why would you call me? I'm clearly a woman here. Clearly a ma'am.
That used to be an SNL bit.
Right?
That used to be a funny bit.
Yes.
And now it's
reality. Hardcore reality. Jeez. All right. 888-933-93. This is sad. Coroner determined that some dolphins killed themselves.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
There's
Just
one
Too
of them
Muck
right
and
there.
Fudge broke this news for us.
Yeah. Coroner determined these dolphins killed themselves.
Yeah, they were
They've been shot and stabbed, and they obviously did that to themselves.
Now, that's sad.
Now, they weren't hung, but they were shot and stabbed.
Were they political interns? Or?
As many of your Pathead listeners asked online yesterday on Twitter, where were the Clintons? Did they have stuff on the Clintons?
Well, they're pretty smart. We know that dolphins are smart animals. They may have had stuff on the Clintons. Now, I've heard that they're as smart as 7-year-olds, but I think they're older than that.
No, my friends. No,
like 42-year-old physicists. They're as smart.
Yes.
Dolphins are as smart as 42-year-old physicists. In
fact, they're
and
smarter.
these had some information on the Clintons.
So there you go.
So they committed suicide.
I mean,
By shooting and stabbing themselves on the beach.
What
I
an
don't know why
ugly
you're
thing to
making
do.
funny
Why would you do
fun of
this?
this. I know.
Yeah, they, actually, dolphins, intelligent animals, died.
That is weird.
It's not
though.
funny.
Like
I know. Well, Keith brought it to the
not funny.
table this morning, and like it's ha ha ha.
Yeah, it's not funny.
Oh, did I say it's like ha ha ha?
Yeah, it's exact a quote.
No, but here's my question.
What's your
Where do you
question?
go and get the dolphins in order, like two of them, in order to stab and shoot them? That's weird.
I don't know.
How do you even go about getting
Maybe
them?
they got close to the shore, and so they thought it would be funny to kill these animals. I mean, it's so sick.
That is sad.
That's sick.
Maybe they tricked him with big gay ice cream and said, "Hey, why don't you guys come up on the beach and have some ice cream with us?" And then,
Whoa, I don't know why you're going funny haha now. All of a sudden, what's happening here?
Do you know these are intelligent
we're
animals?
trying to be serious
No,
about a
I'm not
story
joking.
of two dead dolphins, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, big gay ice cream, lured them to shore.
Yeah. Laugh now,
I mean,
clown.
if I'm a dolphin
Laugh now.
in the water and somebody says, "Hey, want some blueberry gobbler?" I'm on shore.
I know you are.
It's a trap.
Isn't that what the salmon guy says on Star Wars?
It's a trap.
Trying to warn the dolphins. Okay. I feel badly.
Yeah, it's sad. It is sad
It is.
that
I
you're killing
hate-
dolphins.
I don't like
That's-
animals being
know.
hurt and killed and stuff. That's
Is
not
this show
good.
almost over already? I'm seriously. I
Give me
can't
some
believe
big
that
gay
this
ice
show's over. I
cream,
got to
man.
get home and put some flowers petals down on the floor for Valentine's Day.
Oh, is that what you're going to do? Is that what you're worried about?
Yeah,
You haven't
I gotta
done your
get that.
romantic event for the day yet?
No, I got flower petals I'm putting out.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Right from the front door because my wife's been gone. And I'm letting her back in today.
Oh, okay.
And I'll put flower petals on the floor right to the kitchen.
So when she comes home, you guide her right back to the
Right
kitchen.
to the kitchen.
Where she can take her shoes off and start working.
Oh, the shoes will come off before.
That's what the
I mean,
mat is
happy
for.
Valentine's Day.
Get to cooking. Here's what's on the menu, dear.
All right, we got to tell you about this because this is inconceivable. I keep using that word. I don't think it means what I think it means.
know.
But seriously, a kindergartner with Down syndrome pointed a finger gun at a teacher, and the school called the police.
Of course.
Because it's a level 2
They
firearm.
should arrest.
So,
They should arrest the teacher.
Was the finger gun loaded, do we know?
yes.
Was the safety on?
Yes. No.
Oh.
No.
So she was brandishing a level 2 lookalike firearm.
Okay.
That was not
Seriously, they
safe.
should arrest the teacher.
I know. Is that unbelievable? So, a Pennsylvania elementary school called police after a kindergarten with Down syndrome made a finger gun at her teacher. Officials concluded there wasn't a threat.
What? Based on that information? Sounded like a big time
right?
threat. Huh.
Maggie Gaines called on the Teddy Ephron Easttown School District to update its threat assessment policy after her 6-year-old daughter, Margot, was questioned by administrators for making a gun gesture at her elementary school teacher. God, that's unbelievable. Gaines said it was a harmless expression of anger, but Margot's school in southeast Pennsylvania determined her actions appeared threatening. Are you an adult human being?
A 6-year-old with a finger.
A 6-year-old with Down syndrome has a finger pointed like a gun. You know that can't hurt anybody, and you're considering that a threat, and you call the police. Okay, you should be fired from
Yes,
your job.
thank you.
You should be fired. And
You know what?
Never
That's-
work again anywhere.
That teacher is someone who deserves to have the person in front of them leaning the seat back into their lap.
That's for sure.
Right there.
Yes.
We found it.
And they don't deserve any gay ice cream whatsoever.
No.
Should never be allowed to eat gay ice cream.
They're not getting any of mine, I'll tell
No,
you that.
that's for sure.
No, sir.
Wow.
That's where
well,
we're at.
The district said calling law enforcement part of its safety protocol.
That's stupid.
Yeah,
See,
they
that's
just
stupid.
can't use their noodles. All right, we'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend.
Pat Gray, only on the Blaze Radio Network.